for the squad. Squad is and the team is always more important than every individual.
Good. Now, in the past, you've accused Ten Hag of talking drivel.
Because he has.
But he's not talking drivel there, is he?
No, very good. Very good, very forthright. Absolutely. It's not a choice, not a discussion, it's not democracy. This is what's required of you to be a Man United player. Get on with it. And manage yourselves. You're not going to be picked for every single game. I'm going to pick the team. I'm the boss. This is what I expect from you. Like it or lump it. Absolutely right.
You've got to love that, Martin. Surely. He's spot on, isn't it? You want to play in my team, you'll get in. Only if you merit being in.
Well, it seems to be a different Ten Hag that we're hearing, isn't it now? You know, talking common sense. And it will be the survival of the fittest, and he will have to turn to players. It's about personal relationships. We talked a lot about that today, about how you keep people on board, but you've had to tell them, you know, it's tough love as well, isn't it, if in a football team? So you want everybody on board. Will everyone respect you? It's about having the right players in the group and the right sort of... We're talking about Trippier at Newcastle. I don't think he's one now that will want to kick his heels sitting there. So it's all about timing within your career. They have got some momentum. They started the season reasonably well. I still feel, actually, it was interesting what Paul Scholes was saying, because it does feel like you're watching basketball with Manchester United. It's one end of the pitch to the other. So they need to get more control.
Yeah.
Within their games. There's a difficult one against Brighton, who did exceptionally well away at Everton. So we'll really see what they're made of. And if they can get a result there, Jim, they go into the Liverpool game full of confidence, and that's at home for them.
In view of what we've seen in the past with Sancho, Simon, do you think he'll respond positively to this?
That's for him to decide, isn't it? I mean, ultimately, I think he'll be sold by Manchester United. I've always felt that he will be sold. I think that die is being cast. I think in order to get rid of him, they had to bring him back in the fold. Able to ensure that they may be able to maximise the commercial opportunity of how much they can get for him. But I don't think he's good enough for Man United anyway, so I think it's an incidental. But I think he's not the target of that observation. He's one of the targets. He's talking about all of the squad, not just Sancho. It's a message to everybody.
But you said last season you thought Sancho would outlast Ten Hag. In fact, you both did.
Did I? I don't recall talking specifically about Sancho and Ten Hag.
You said Ten Hag would be gone before Sancho.
He might well be, Jim.
Did I? I don't know.
He might well be. So that you haven't won that argument.
But I don't remember saying it, but I certainly remember saying Ten Hag should be fired. Yeah.
If I'm Sancho and if I'm in his camp, Jim, if I'm in Sancho's camp, I'm saying to him, okay, then I already would have expected this, because it's kind of like, gave me the feeling, you know, he played in the Champions League final last year. He did very well, actually, when he went away. And it was one of those where, okay, who was right, who was wrong? So he comes back into the fold. He's back involved.
He was wrong.
Yes, he was. He was out of order, because they'd shown a lot of love to him, tried to put him back on the right road. And now he's at maybe a crossroads. So which way does he go? And I'd be saying, okay, you've got to show now. You've got to show now that you're going to work, you're going to graft, and you're going to get back in this team. And he certainly is good enough. 100% he's good enough. And let's see how he gets through these next 2 or 3 weeks, because it's critical for him. But he's got to get his head down. He's got to keep training and keep proving to the manager every day of the week. There's no time to lose as these players. Do you know, like the door will be open to be another player coming through quite soon. Take your opportunity as young players. You've got to. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You've got to respond. You know, at the end of the day, he's not picking on him. He wants the best from him.